The same great team and service that you've always known, Ace Hardware Home Services, serving Hickory in the Catawba Valley area since 1990.
Welcome back in as the WHKY News continues with Community Focus. I'm Ralph Mangum. WHKY's Arianna Mack and her guest have the latest from the N.C.D.O.T.
Joining WHKY, Brad Lail with the North Carolina Department of Transportation. Tell us about the impact of the 29th Avenue widening.
This is a major project for the city of Hickory and for the area. It's been planned for 30 years, and for a number of reasons it's been delayed. But we're finally far enough along that I think it's going to become reality in the next 5 to 10 years, so it's still a ways off. Right-of-way acquisition will begin next year. The roadway will widen, so 29th Avenue, aka McDonald Parkway, from Springs Road all the way to 127. So it will make traveling from the Highway 70 corridor, where you have a lot of shopping, up to northeast and northwest Hickory, where there's a lot of housing. It'll make that much quicker.
Of course. And is this a project you deal with, and for how long?
So the involvement, I'm a board member, I'm an appointee, I'm not paid by the department, it's all volunteer. So I see my job is when folks have issues, they might have some questions around how much of my property might get taken by this project. How will this driveway sit? What about fencing along the road? I like to be able to connect them with people that can provide them answers. So yeah, I do deal with the project and attended the public meeting on this project just last week.
Of course. And as that meeting just passed, what should people do if they didn't make it to that public meeting?
You can go to ncdot.publicinput.com. On that page, scroll down to 29th Avenue Northeast. It's a project, we give project descriptions, U2307B, but it's also listed as 29th Avenue Northeast, public N.C.D.O.T. public input, ncdot.publicinput.com.
Of course. And as of now, what can we expect from that project?
So we just wrapped one of the final public meetings. A right-of-way acquisition would begin probably fourth quarter of next year. That's when right-of-way agents approach folks along the corridor whose land would be needed to widen the roadway.
Of course. Thank you so much for bringing us up on that project. Brad Lail with the N.C.D.O.T. or North Carolina Department of Transportation. Thanks for joining us. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thanks, Arianna, and thanks to Brad Lail for taking time to chat with us. With an update on a local traffic enforcement effort, here's Rob Eastwood.
The Hickory Police Department's December Traffic Enforcement P.A.C.T. or Pay Attention in City Traffic is located on Highway 127 between 29th Avenue Drive Northwest and 1st Avenue Southeast. Enforcement will focus on following too closely, distracted driving, red light violations, and other traffic violations. As part of its traffic enforcement efforts, the city focuses on a different section of Hickory each month as they implement the program. Pedestrians are encouraged to cross safely, use crosswalks, cross at the corner or other designated crossing areas, obey pedestrian signal indicators, and wear reflective materials when walking at night. Motor vehicle operators are urged to look for and yield to pedestrians, particularly at crosswalks and other designated crossings, as well as at intersections. Also, remember to look for pedestrians while turning. All motorists need to be vigilant, aware, and respectful of cyclists utilizing roadways. You can get more on this at our website, WHKY.com. So once again, this month's Traffic Enforcement P.A.C.T. or Pay Attention in City Traffic is located on Highway 127 between 29th Avenue Drive Northwest and 1st Avenue Southeast. Reporting from Hickory for WHKY News, I'm Rob Eastwood.
Thank you, Rob. That brings us to the end of Community Focus. On behalf of Rob Eastwood, Arianna, Mack, Jason Savage, and Brad Lail, I'm Ralph Mangum. This has been the WHKY News.